Welcome to the Zix TV. I am the Zix, and we're going to be looking at a large Lego Galaxy Squad MOC that I built in 2013. It's an Insectoid transport bug. The Insectoids are called the Zemdari in my personal Galaxy Squad story mythos that I've created. And this is the standard Star Destroyer of my Galaxy Squad saga. I'm not sure what the Zemdari people call these, but Galaxy Squad calls them transport bugs because they are most often seen transporting troops and cargo from one planet to another. They're seen offloading troops, refueling, picking up troops, and then transporting them from one place to another. So up front we have the command bridge and some guns. Let's see if I can turn it so we can get a better look. And as with the Lego Star Destroyer, we have to use our imagination and imagine this ship being much bigger than it is. But at the same time, it's a fully functional playset for minifigs. So we can imagine the transport bug being, not sure how big they would be, these ships, but probably as big as a Star Destroyer. And there's our engine block in the back. See if I can get this turned around. Built this in 2013. I think it took a couple months of work to design this completely from scratch. It's my own idea. Oh, and a quick note about the color scheme. The color scheme for Insectoid vehicles in the Galaxy Squad line is a mixture of the lime green here with dark red, and they used the red transparent bubble canopies and stuff like that, and along with the two types of grays, the light gray and the dark gray, and then black, which are neutral colors. They go well with anything. I did not like I like the overall idea of the Insectoids having ships that look like alien bugs. I like that. I did not like the color scheme with the dark red mixed in with the lime green. So when I started modifying my Insectoid vehicles, which we will see in upcoming videos, I changed the color scheme to be more the way I like it. I used green, these pretty green bubble canopies in place of the red ones, and I used white and the grays and other colors in place of the dark red. So I sort of took the Galaxy Squad franchise and added my personal touch to it. Just made it the way that I wanted it to be. So that's why we don't see any dark red here on this ship. So up front we have Stinger cannons. These are heavy Stinger cannons, and they shoot lasers. They shoot yellowish green energy lasers. And then we got the pink energy stinger cannons, pink stinger cannons that shoot pink energy, and the heavy stinger cannons have a slow rate of fire, but they shoot lasers, and the pink stinger cannons, the regular stinger cannons, have a fast rate of fire, but they're not as damaging. And the command bridge is right here. We can see a pilot in there through the window. This is based on the front of the hive crawler, and it's based on the design of the front of the hive crawler. So instead of just having the bubble canopies sticking up, I created these panels that open as such. And then we have the weapons on a Technic apparatus that I created to help support the bridge, or the front of the bridge. But I'll have a more in-depth look at that later. We got some detail on the side. And we have our point defense cannons. It's a little Technic ball joint thingy. Those are used to hold rubber bands and stuff. And then we have our cannon here. It's a double black clip thingy. Grabber. I call them grabbers because I grab onto stuff. If we can see in the glare. It's a clip thingy, grabber thingy, and a underside bracket in black with the cannons attached, and then a black grill on top, and that clips onto there. The inside of the clips grab onto the little ball joint thingy, and it can come off really easily, like such, and then it just clips back on there, and it's really easy to adjust these. They can be adjusted in any number of positions. And these point defense cannons there's point defense cannons on either side, and then this array in the back. And the pilot or the co-pilot can operate these and set them to auto turret, so they'd pull up next to an enemy ship and then just target part of the enemy ship that they want to hit, and then rapid fire, let them have it, that type of thing. And they can also be set to point defense, and they will automatically target incoming missiles and try to destroy those before they hit the ship. And I'll show more of the details later. That is a custom-made logo design for the Insectoids, for the Zemdari people. It looks kind of like wings, insect wings. I used this sticker sheet from the Warp Stinger that has these. They go on the back of a tail fin like this, or yeah, they go on the side of a tail fin like that. So what I did was I cut off part of the sticker and yeah, so I cut off this part here put it on there to form half of the wing, and then put the other side on there to form the other. Get the glare off. So I made my own insignia, my own, and it's prominently displayed on the back there, underneath the defense cannons. Let's put the tail fin back on. I took that off to show it to you. The wings are shield projectors, so they're not just. I decided that the wings on Insectoid vehicles are shield projectors. So they're not just for show, and they don't flap because there's no air in space. And they project a shield over the ship. And then moving to the back, this back part is from the hive crawler, and it's attached in the same way as it's attached to the hive crawler. I replaced the dark beige, dark tan ring here with dark gray because it doesn't have any other dark tan on it, and I just put that there. So I just thought it would look cool to have that circle thing there in the back. Moving it some more, we can see the back part above the engine block, and this was inspired by the Star Wars Malevolence from, I guess it was from the Clone Wars. It had a whole bunch of tailpipes sticking out back with a whole bunch of these in black. Was it black? Or yeah, with little orange things on the end. And I thought that was a pretty good idea. Instead of having a big engine, have a whole bunch of smaller ones, and they don't make a whole lot of parts in this transparent pink color. So I created this complicated array of, let's see if I can show it, this complicated array of engines in the back for my transport bug. And I used the white so that we can see the pink color. If we use black, it's not going to show up. It doesn't show up as well on the grays. We have some tail fins here, some detail in the back. And then up top, we have some detail. Those are Galaxy Squad stickers. I'm blocking the light a bit. I'm going to have to move back a bit. Blocking the light. That one in the middle there, or in the front, that's a 2x2 tile with half of one of these on it. So you cut that in half, put it on there, and it's from this one. Yeah. So they only give you stickers in the 2x4 tile range that fit on it with those hexagons on it. So if you want to fit it onto a smaller piece, you just cut it in half. I did a lot of sticker work with, cutting off parts of stickers, using them creatively on this model and others. And we have some detail up front. There's our crew, the bridge crew that runs the ship. And these are the panels that form the bridge in the front. And these little spiky things prevent it from going down too far. Yeah, it stops it. So that's something that kind of worked out on its own. This is a complicated panel that's built sideways two different ways, and then built sideways off of that, and building in all kinds of different directions, so that I can have my and these are the what do you call those? For cars, the wheels go underneath there in the lime green, and I was able to fit the bubble in there in between them. So I'm building in two different directions, and then building straight off of that, and it's a complicated arrangement of stuff. This does not have panels that flip open. I decided to go with a removable roof on the transport bug here, so you can take the whole roof off. This whole section going back here, so this whole thing comes off. But to do that, I'm going to need two hands to do that, so I will have to switch to the stable camera, and I will be right back. I am back with the stable camera, and I'm going to remove the roof. So we flip these panels open, grab it there, and lift and pull. And there is the roof. And here it is from underneath. It's let's see if I can show everything. And I built this wall back here. Oh, let me show it better, like that, because that goes right back. It goes right in front of these things, and there would be an open area. So I built these walls here. Oop. Yeah, let me show it to you like this. And this little beige part fits into that part there very loosely. And then these parts that stick out, this surface here fits into the groove created by these dark gray slope thingies. And there's two more back there. So fitting the roof back on, line it up, and it takes a bit of finagling to get it past these and I don't know if we can see that. They fit into the grooves at the front and in the back there. So you lift it off, and there is the roof. going to set this aside. And we have some large-sized insectoids in there. These are from the CLS 89 Eradicator mech set. They're modified, heavily modified. Have our bridge crew and our engine room in the back. Oop. These open up. So I'm going to go back to the free floating camera and show you all the details inside. And I've got the free floating camera so I can maneuver and show detail better. I turn it around off camera. So this is the let's turn it a bit. This is the command bridge with the pilot and co-pilot. This ship can be crewed by 3. Pilot, co-pilot, and there should be an engineer back there, but I didn't put anyone there. First time I made this in 2013, I had hardly any Insectoid figures to spare. So there was like one guy in the cubby holes over here. There's other cubby holes on this side for troops to sit, and most of them were empty because I didn't have the figures. In 2014 I had collected a lot more Galaxy Squad sets and for parts and figures, and I had done some more shopping on Bricklink and acquired more stuff, so I was able to fill it out more. Anyway, yeah, a crew, it can be crewed by 3 Insectoid people, a pilot, co-pilot, and an engineer in the back. I'll show you the engine room in a moment. And this is the detailed bridge. They did this on a few Galaxy Squad sets. You got the curved piece with the sticker on it with some buttons, some hexagonal buttons, and then the printed piece up here. And these stickers are from the Warp Stinger set. Those right there. And this sticker up here with the different size buttons is from the Crater Creeper. Yeah. And the Crater Creeper also comes with one of these that fits on a 2x4 tile. And this up here, not sure what that is. It's indicator lights or light panel something. That's from the Star Wars Gungan sub. So I just used that for some alien detail, alien looking detail. It's not sure what it is. And then these in the middle are from a Alien Conquest set. So I use those to add more detail to it, and they're power indicators. It indicates how much power output they're generating and stuff. Can I get out of the see, I create a, let's go over here, create a shadow of getting in front of the light. So we got our pilot there. Let's put him back in. Co-pilot. And this is an elevated bridge. Let's see if we can. Got little ladders going up there. There's that sticker from the Gungan sub, used again. A little bit of detail. We have some weapons. The soldiers should be holding their weapons, but it's kind of cumbersome to have them hold their pistols. Yeah. Standard Insectoid ray gun pistol. That's a go light, so when it's ready, when they've landed and it's ready to go, that'll light up along with klaxons blaring. Woo, 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 time to go. So we have our you need to get out of the way of the light. We have our large-sized four-legged beasties in there, and they can disembark over here. There we go. I'll have a look at these in a different video and show them how I modified them and exactly what I did with them. So let's set these guys aside. This vehicle can be open to a vacuum because the Zemdari people can live in a vacuum. They store up oxygen for later use, but I'll get more into that in a different video. But so it doesn't need to have an airlock. So if they're gonna be going to a planet that doesn't have an atmosphere, a breathable atmosphere, they would vent all the oxygen from the ship, and they can survive for months. Yeah, that's how much oxygen they can store up. So it does not need an airlock. And this just to provide easy access to get in there. These are the honeycomb habitats for insectoid characters. They sit in there, and the green window is right behind them. The bubble, and these bubbles are radiation projectors. They project green radiation into the ship, and green radiation has a minor healing and nutritional effect on insectoid people like this guy. So they can sit there absorbing the radiation, and if you have a wounded guy, you can bring him in there, sit him down in there, and it's a very minor healing effect. It doesn't, it's not an instant like in a video game, but get the healing process started. So these honeycombs, I was going to build the side walls with just regular bricks, but then we got this guy, the Mr. Mosquitoid, if I can get him out, with his wings. And yeah, we can see how the wings stick out a bit. So I had to deal with that in designing a habitat for these guys to sit in. And I used those transparent windows. And weapons over there, so when the go light flashes, they jump out, grab their weapons, they're good to go. And see if I can turn this so that I can access the other side. On the other side we have these, which is it shoots a ring of pink energy. So they have a couple different types of handheld weapons that they use. And the insectoids, because they're insects, because they're humanoid insects, they can scamper up these he can scamper up this just like that, just like Spider-Man. They're a bunch of Spider-Men. They can scamper up there really quick. They don't have trouble with ladders stuff. And those are the honeycomb habitats on the other side. Weapons rack. And then in the back is the engine room. There is the power core, the pink energy power core. The Zemdari people spend a lot of time mining blue energy crystals, and then they infuse them with red energy to make pink energy, and they build power cores and weapons. They build weapons for those guys to carry. He's got a cannon that he carries with him, and they build their handheld weapons. They build their weapons for their ships using pink energy. So we have a couple control consoles in the engine area. There should be an engineer there, and a couple levers. The levers are manual shutdown switches, levers. So if your ship is taking a lot of damage, you can shut down the power core before it explodes. And we have from the Gungan sub, that sticker on the wall there. Not sure what that is, but you know, looks alien, looks different. It's a lighting panels, something like that. And over there on the side wall, small one. I bought lots of those sticker sheets to use. And these vents, those are stickers from Alien Conquest set. I think the Alien Mothership. Comes with 3 of those. I bought lots of sticker sheets so that I would have these vents. And that's the power core. Let's see if we can get up close to see these control panels. And here is the hive crawler sticker sheet. And the control panel is, this is all one sticker here. So I cut off the, yeah, there we go. So I cut off the bottom part, used it as a control panel on the dark gray slope there. And then I used, whoa, focus. You can't see it very well, but the part with the wavy lines there. Stuck that. It's some kind of power indicator that's shows the power flow. up above the control console. And that's the manual shut off. So they would shut it down before you're in a battle and you're taking too much damage, your shields are down. They would shut down the power core so that it can't be ruptured and explode the whole ship. Battles in my personal Galaxy Squad saga happen a bit differently than what we're used to seeing in Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff like that. You're not going to see big ships like this exploding and breaking in half and stuff like that. They're going to shut down their power core so that it goes inert and it doesn't explode like in Star Trek when they have a warp core breach and stuff like that. So they can salvage the ship. So they're interested on all sides. They're interested in saving the ships. So they would shut down all the power and wait for rescue, or be taken prisoner by the enemy. And that's how it works. So those are all the details. And then we got our floor here. Now underneath the floor, I don't know if I can get down low enough to show this. We got 1 brick's worth of underneath the floor there, with plates underneath that. See if I can lift it up just a bit. And what I did was I used a whole bunch of Technic beams with the holes in them, and you put the black pins and the black pins and the blue pins in them to hold everything together. So this is a very stable floor, and if we lift both of these up, we can see that there's a part of the ship where it's just the floor. So it needs to be a stable floor. So underneath there is a network of Technic girders, or whatever you call those, and with the pins holding them, going throughout the whole ship to the front, where it goes underneath and connects to the parts that elevate the bridge. And I just wanted to have as stable a floor as I could get. Increases the piece count a lot if this were to be a Lego set that was made, but it makes for a very stable floor, because right here all we've got is the floor, and this section is separate from everything else, and then it's connected to the bridge just with some grabbers, some clips, and the same on the other side. And then we got the engine block in the back all by itself. So my idea was to make this as durable as possible. With the floor. So maybe in a different video I'll show how I do that with designing a floor for a ship this size. So this is the standard Star Destroyer, a transport bug. Most often seen carrying troops and supplies and stuff, and these bugs here from one place to another. And they're also the standard fighting ships for the Zemdari Empire, for the Insectoids. And my story, good 2/3 of the story, the Insectoids, the Zemdari people, are the bad guys. And then we learn that they're really good guys and we've been deceived, and another group of aliens are the real bad guys. So throughout most of the story, they're giving Galaxy Squad a hard time. But I don't want to spoil too much of it in case I want to tell my story in some way in the future. So that is my transport bug MOC for Galaxy Squad that I built in 2013, and then I put in some new details and some finishing touches in 2014. And there's our roof. Well, it's facing the wrong way because I turned it around. But that is the transport bug for Galaxy Squad Zemdari Empire. Thank you for watching.